last video lecture we had seen aldol condensation, electrometric effect and nucleophilic addition reaction. Let us see cross aldol condensation. Then aldol condensation between different carbonyl reactants are called as the cross aldol condensation. Okay. For example, the aldehyde, that is the aldehyde which reacts with this type of the aldehyde. But this aldehyde is the different aldehyde, that is there is a R3 group which is attached to the carbon, and this aldehyde has no alpha hydrogen. Why? Because this aldehyde does not contain the that is alpha hydrogen that which is attached to the functional group. Okay, that is functional group is CHO, and thus there is a production of this cross product, that is different aldehydes which are reacts with each other, and there is a formation of the cross aldol product. But in this case, this is the aldol condensation where these two aldehydes, same type of the aldehyde, reacts with each other and there is a formation of the simple product. So this is the difference between the cross aldol condensation and aldol condensation. Okay, understood? Next, Cannizzaro reaction. In Cannizzaro reaction is a chemical reaction named after Stanislav Cannizzaro that involves base-induced disproportion of two molecules of a non-enolizable aldehyde to yield a carboxylic acid and a primary alcohol. Let us see mechanism. In first step, the nucleophile, that is the hydroxide ion, is used to attack the carbonyl group, and the aldehyde causing the disproportion of the reaction and giving rise to a anion that is the carrying the two negative charges. Okay, the second step involve the intermediate. This intermediate now can function as a hydride reducing agent. Due to its unstable nature, the intermediate releases the hydride. Okay, and the hydride proceeds to attack another aldehyde. Okay, now the doubly charged anion then converted into the carboxylate anion, and the aldehyde converted into the alkoxide ion, that is the anion. Okay, in the next step, that is the final step, the water molecule offers a proton. Okay, and to the alkoxide, in this alkoxide the water molecule offers the proton, which gives rise to the final product, that is the alcohol. Okay, and the reaction can proceed since the alkoxide is more basic than water. Now the carboxylate ion gives rise to the final product, that is the carboxylic acid. Okay, when the acid workup is used, since the carboxylate is less basic than water and therefore cannot obtain a proton from water. Okay, so these are the three steps of the Cannizzaro reaction. All of you understood? Next, cross-Cannizzaro reaction. Cross-Cannizzaro reaction is not surprisingly that the reaction produces only 50% of the required alcohol and carboxylic acid at ideal condition. Let us see mechanism of cross-Cannizzaro reaction. In the first step, there is nucleophilic addition of hydroxide ion on the carbonyl group of the formaldehyde to give the anion. And in the second step, this anion then transfers the hydroxide ion to the electron deficient carbonyl carbon of the benzaldehyde and to give the carboxylic acid. Okay, and also the alkoxide ion. Then in the last step, there is a proton that is exchanged between the carboxylic acid and the alkoxide ion, okay, to give the salt of the carboxylic acid, that is the sodium formate, and the alcohol. Okay, so all of you understood? And the advantage of the cross Cannizzaro reaction is, in this reaction, an aldehyde is treated with formaldehyde. Here, the formaldehyde is oxidized to sodium formate and required alcohol is obtained from the reduction of the other aldehyde. Okay, and since both the aldehyde used are completely converted into the required products, there is no wastage of the valuable chemicals. Okay, understood? Next, benzoin condensation. Benzoin condensation is addition reaction involving two aldehydes, mainly between the aromatic aldehydes, in the presence of the cyanide catalyst. This cyanide catalyst may be the NaCN, sodium cyanide, or potassium cyanide. Okay. Then let us see the reaction mechanism. The reaction is catalyzed by nucleophile such as the N-hydrocyclic carbene or a cyanide. Okay, the reaction condensation begins with the benzaldehyde. These are the benzaldehyde which are treated with the catalytic amount of the sodium cyanide. Okay, in the presence of a base. The cyanide ions forms a stable cyanohydrine and then it is converted into the second molecule, that is react with the second molecule of the benzaldehyde, and the final product is the benzoin. Okay, let us see the mechanism. In the first step, there is a nucleophilic addition of a cyanide with a benzaldehyde to form a cyanohydrine. In the second step, there is a condensation between the cyanohydrine, this cyanohydrine, with a second molecule of the benzaldehyde. Okay, and there is a formation of this intermediate. In the last step, there is a rearrangement reaction removing the cyanide ion. This cyanide ion is resulting into the formation of the benzoin. Okay. Next, uses and application of the benzoin condensation. It is used in hardening of different polymers by making use of micro emulsion. Second, it is helpful in synthesis of heterocyclic compounds and extends to the aliphatic form of the aldehyde. Third, for production of polymers as well as in conduction of the new monomers. Fourth, benzoin can be oxidized with nitric acid to give benzyl is used in the free radical curing of the polymer networks. Understood? Next, Perkin condensation. Perkin condensation is an organic reaction which is used for the synthesis of alpha-beta unsaturated aromatic acid by the condensation of an aromatic aldehyde and an acid anhydride in the presence of alkali salt of the acid acting as a weak base. Okay, generally such type of the reaction is only applicable to the aromatic aldehyde and is useful for the preparation of substituted cinnamic acid. Let us see mechanism. The first step involves the removal of the hydrogen ions using a weak base that results in the formation of the resonance stabilized carbanion. Okay. Then in the second step, that involves the nucleophilic addition of the carbanion to the carbonyl carbon of the aldehyde, and there is a formation of the tetrahedral intermediate. Then this tetrahedral intermediate then involves the protonation of this tetrahedral intermediate by the acetic acid, and there is a formation of this intermediate. Okay, then the final step, that there is a removal of the water molecule from the hydroxy derivatives. Okay, and there is a hydrolysis reaction that involves to this product. Hydrolysis means what? The addition of water to the molecule. Okay, which results in the formation of the unsaturated acid, and which is the cinnamic acid. Okay, so this is the mechanism of the Perkins reaction. Then application of the mechanism. It is used for synthesis of cinnamic acid that are found commonly in cinnamon and shea butter. Then it is used to synthesize alpha and beta unsaturated aromatic acid, which are greatly used in the pharmaceutical sector. Okay, thank you.
If you need PDF, then please tell and we will provide you its link in the description. Thank you.